So how do I determine what the most important priority is? So the first thing you need to understand is everybody who gives you a task is going to assume that their task is your most important, which will give you a list right now of everything being priority A. The problem with that is if everything is a priority A, then nothing is a priority A because they all have the same level. So here's what we do to define a task as a priority A. If the task is due this week and has been given to you by somebody who's in charge of your time, or it has to be done, that would be an A. If you have a task that doesn't have a due date, but has been defined as soon as possible, or it's an immediate request, that is an A. Here is what's not an A. Somebody has given you a task that is not in charge of your time, not your direct supervisor. That is at best a B, maybe even a C. And we'll talk about those next week. The other things that we're going to talk about next week, obviously we're going to talk about just defining what a B class task is and what a C class task is. We're going to talk about how we break a project apart into individual tasks. We're going to talk about, once we have them defined in their classes A, B, and C, how do we go about setting prioritizations in those classes? And then finally, at the end of the week, we're going to talk about how we schedule these on our calendar.